Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me today. I'm super excited as the weather is getting warmer and summer is knocking on the door to make this cute Hello Summer watermelon stacker. This little sign would be perfect for any summer decor, and how cute would it be out on a picnic table for your summer barbecues? Just a perfect touch to add a little something special to any gatherings. Okay, we are gonna get started by doing a light stain over all three pieces of wood. They're actually one piece, but they look like three. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our brown paint because that's the color I'm gonna go with, and we are going to use a wet sponge and water down the acrylic paint to make a stain. Okay, we're gonna set that aside to dry, and I'm gonna wash out my sponge in my little bowl of water since we are going to be doing that same technique for the watermelon. Okay, so while the watermelon and stackers are drying, let's go ahead and get to painting our words, our ladybug and our flower. I'm going to go ahead and paint the word summer and flower yellow, and I'm going to be doing that by cutting a chunk of makeup sponge and just dabbing over the words and the flower until I get the coverage I'm looking for. Because I'm doing a stained look for the wood and the watermelon, I'm going to go with more solid colors for the rest of the accent pieces. Okay, so I'm just finishing up my second coat of white on my hello word. I already went through and gave my other designs their second coats, and they're drying. So now that all of them are done, let's go ahead and move on to the distressing of our stacker back piece. I love making the wood look more distressed than might show with its wood grain as is. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to take my brown, my black, and my white paint, and I'm going to just get a little bit of paint on my brush. I'm going to start with just the solid brown first. And I'm just going to lightly go over the wood to give it more of a weathered look. All right, so I've got my weathered wood look all set. Now let's move on to the distressing of the watermelon. And now I'm going to go ahead and start distressing my watermelon. I'm going to leave the red part of the watermelon alone. The green part, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of white and green to a plate to do that same weathered, distressed look. Alright, so now that that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to pop the wood cutouts out, and we're going to just lightly sand using either an inexpensive fingernail file or a piece of sandpaper, we will sand the edges of this to kind of give it a more distressed rustic look. All right, let me zoom in so you can kind of see what I've done here. And you see how it's kind of given some character and dimension to the rind, just a little bit. Okay, now let's go ahead and we're going to glue the rind onto the watermelon itself, and then we're going to go ahead and finish off the watermelon by gluing the seeds on. There's our cute little watermelon. Love it. Okay, let's move on to the flower. Right. And then you'll want to position the flower such that you can use one of the seeds as part of your area for gluing down. Look at that cute watermelon. Love it. Okay, let's go ahead and finish gluing the rest of our pieces together. And for the ladybug, the nice thing with painting the whole body black is you don't need to worry about all these little circles for the spots, because they will show through when you glue that layer onto the body. Like so. All right, let's go ahead and get this design finished up. And the one nice thing is, for this word summer, all of the letters are etched on, so you can do perfect placement. And then finally we can add on the cute little ladybug, just to add a little bit more summertime flair. Now if you opted to have the little base piece as part of your kit, you can go ahead and glue on the back piece. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to just flip it over. And you're going to try to do your best to line it up in the back along the bottom in the center. Okay, and then you can just slip the little insert piece in, and it will allow your design to stand on its own. So here is your cute summer design, ready for any backyard barbecue or just around the house decoration. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun painting this kit, and I hope you join me again next month.